Hello and welcome to Planning Blended Learning Courses and your Blended Learning Wave. I'm going to give a very brief overview of the Blended Learning Wave and how you can use it in your education. So the Blended Learning Wave was created by colleagues in Delft University of Technology to help lecturers when they wanted to design blended learning courses. And you'll see here we have a horizon. And on the top we have elements that work well in the online arena, such as watching videos, reading chapters, doing an online quiz, online brainstorming, assignments, peer feedback and case studies. This is not an exhaustive list, this is just a number of items which tend to work well. Below the horizon we have the face-to-face element. So you have lectures, lab work, problem solving, exercises, student presentations and discussions. Now, while this is related to university level, the blended learning wave we've designed in the course is more attuned to the adult basic skills classroom. So I'm going to give you some examples from TU Delft, which uses the blended wave actively in its courses. So this is an example here. You can see we have a number of items in the online and a number of items in the face-to-face area, and the wave comes in to join these together. The important element to remember is that these have to be coherent. So what you're doing online must relate then to the face-to-face, and also when that's complete it should relate to the online element and back into the face-to-face, and so on and so forth. So as you can see here, the students were asked first online to watch a video, read some materials that the lecturer provided and do an online quiz. And then when the students came into face-to-face, they discussed the quiz, did some peer instruction activities during that class. When that class is over, the online element kicks back in as the wave crests again, where the students were asked to work on calculations and to prepare a lecture. Afterwards, in class, the next time they meet, they would discuss these calculations and take part in an in-depth lecture. Railway engineering professor also redesigned his master's course and made it all blended. And this is how he chose to do his classes. The students would again watch videos, read material and do an online quiz before doing a discussion in class, peer instruction, back to calculations and preparing the lecture, back into class to do a discussion of the calculations and an in-depth lecture. Climate physics, they used existing MIT MOOC materials. So online students would watch a video, they would come into class and discuss the cases and do a quiz. Back online again, watch a video, and next time in class, discuss the cases, do a quiz, and engage in some lab work. Mechanical engineering example, the wave was a little less pronounced. Students were asked to read a section of a book, then face-to-face they would have a condensed lecture, discuss some questions, back online, do some exams and textbook questions. And this lecturer decided to add in some bonus materials which were available, which did not really have to be done online or face-to-face, but they were available for the students to engage in. Programming data sciences, students were asked to watch a video and submit a question. Back in face-to-face, they would provide feedback on the questions and discuss the questions before going again online where they would watch a video. Back into class, they would feedback on questions and discuss the questions again, and back outside online, they would write a syllabus and create a video. So how can you start? Well, the key thing to remember is the most valuable time is the time with your students. So try to determine which can be used online and which can be used face-to-face, and ensure that when you're with your students that you're able to give them the most quality information and to give them your advice and allow them to engage in peer feedback and peer activities as well. And setting the online tasks is also something which must be considered in how is their internet access, how is their internet proficiency, their digital skills. All of these things must be considered when designing the blended learning wave. Thank you.